Assalamu alaikum everyone. So we will start solving this. Ali wants to buy a laptop that costs 1200. He can either pay the full amount in cash or buy it on hire purchase. Under the hire purchase plan, he must pay a deposit of 25% of the cash price, followed by 12 monthly installments of 85 each. Calculate the amount of deposit. So deposit is 25% of 1200, which is 300. 25 upon 100 multiply by 1200, that is 300. Calculate the total amount Ali will pay under hire purchase. So total amount is deposit plus sum of all installments. Deposit is 300. Sum of all installments are 12 into 85. So when I multiply 85 by 12, 1020. So 300 plus 1020 is 1320. How much more will Ali pay compared to the cash price? 1320 minus 1200, he will pay 120 more. What percentage of cash price is extra amount Ali pays under hire purchase plan? So 120 divided by 1200 into 100, which is 10%. I hope this is clear. The second question is, in a sale, all prices are reduced by 30%. Cost is always 100%. Discount is 30%. So selling price becomes 70%. The selling price is 4200 and we need to find the original price. So we will apply the formula unknown percent over known percent into known value. Unknown percent is the percentage whose value is to be found. Known percent is the percentage जिसकी value हमें पता है. 7 6 is 42. So this is 6000 rupees. I hope this makes sense and I hope this is clear. The price of a cell phone increased from 20,000 to 30,000. Find the percentage increase in the price of cell phone. So to find the percentage change or percentage increase, we apply the formula final minus initial upon initial multiply by 100. So 30,000 minus 20,000 upon 20,000 into 100. 10,000 upon 20,000 into 100. That is 50% increase. Next question is convert 250 billion. Billion has 9 zeros. So if I convert it into standard form, it will become 2.5 into 10 power 11. The next question is convert 0. Quadra 0235 in standard form. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2.35 into 10 की power minus 5. Ahmed invests $1,000 in a savings account for 3 years. He is offered two different options by the bank: simple interest at the rate of 5% per year, compound interest at a rate of 5% per year compounded annually. Calculate the total interest earned under simple interest option after 3 years. Interest is PRT over 100 as per simple interest. 1000 rate is 5, time is 3 years upon 100. So interest is $150. Calculate the total interest earned under the compound interest option after 3 years. Compound interest option after 3 years. So for compound interest, we will apply the formula. Amount is P 1 plus R upon 100 T. Since compounded annually, we can use this formula. Principal is 1000. 1 plus rate is 5%. Time is 3 years. Since calculators are not allowed, the question has identified that 1.05 cube is 1.158. So 1000 into 1.158, amount is 1158. Compare the two amounts and state which option gives more interest and by how much. So 1158 minus, this is the amount. So the interest is amount minus principal. That is 1000. So 158 is the interest. So now compare the two interest. एक का इंटरेस्ट है $158, दूसरे का इंटरेस्ट है $150. $8 का डिफरेंस है. Compound interest is giving more interest naturally because compounding is taking place. Double 158 is the amount. Interest is amount minus principal, that is 158. So 158 minus 150 is 8. Next question is 5 centimeters on the map represents 1 kilometer on the ground. Five centimeter is equals to 1 kilometer, which is 100,000 centimeters. 1 centimeter is 100,000 divided by 5 centimeters. So 1 is to 20,000 in the form of 1 is to n. The actual distance in kilometers of the walking track, which is represented by 16 centimeters on the map. So 16, whenever you have to go from map to actual, you multiply by the scale. So 16 into 20,000 is 320,000 centimeters, which is same as 3.2 kilometers. Whenever the question talks about the area, we have to square the scale. So scale is 1 is to 20,000. And when we will square the scale, this will become 1 is to 4 and 8 zeros. So 8 kilometer square, when converted to centimeter square, is 8 and 10 zeros. If I divide by the scale, that is 4 and 8 zeros. So 8 zeros will cancel off here. It is 200 centimeters square. You can use alternative methods also. For example, 5 centimeter is to 1 kilometer is equals to A is to 8 kilometer square. So if you're talking about kilometer square, you have to square the scale. 25 centimeter square over 1 kilometer square is A upon 8. If I cross multiply, A will be 8 into 25, which is 100, which is once again 200 centimeters square. So whatever method you want to choose, you can do that. You can use scales and maps. You can use ratio method. You can cross multiply. All methods are equally acceptable. Then round of the following numbers correct to the nearest whole number. So correct to nearest whole number will be 8. Correct to one decimal place will be 5.3. Correct to two decimal place is 4.57. Correct to nearest 100 is 12700. Round of the following numbers correct to nearest 100. Correct to nearest 100 is correct to one decimal place. Correct to two decimal place. I'm sorry. Correct to nearest 100 is correct to two decimal place. So this will be 3.14. This will be 9.88. Write the following numbers correct to three significant figures. So whenever I have to do something correct to three significant figures, check one extra digit. If this extra digit is greater than 5, add 1 to the previous digit. and drop this extra digit along with the digits on the right. Correct to three significant figures. Zeros at the start of the decimal are not significant. So I will consider these three. One extra digit, add one to the previous digit, 0.00388. Zeros at the end of the decimal are significant. So उनको consider नहीं करेंगे. Correct to three significant figures. This is 789. And that's it. Decimal के बाद वाले figures are significant. Write the following numbers correct to two significant figures. Consider one extra digit, it is greater than 5. Add 1 to the previous digit. These are not significant. These two are significant. Add 1 to the previous digit, 0.0057. Find the greatest possible perimeter of the rectangle whose dimensions are 80 centimeter correct to nearest 10 centimeter. Correct to nearest 10 centimeter means 10 divided by 2 is 5. Least possible value is 75. Greatest possible value is 85. 55 centimeter correct to nearest 5 centimeters. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. So for 55, least possible value is 55 minus 2.5. Greatest possible value is 55 plus 2.5. This is 57.5. This is 52.5. We need to find the greatest possible perimeter to length plus breadth. Length greatest possible is 85. Breadth greatest possible is 57.5. 85 plus 57.5 is 142.5. Multiply by 2, which turns out to be 285 centimeters. A sum of money is divided amongst four friends in the ratio 2 is to 3 is to 4 is to 5. If the smallest share is 30,000, calculate the largest share. Unknown over known into known value. 75,000. The total amount of money distributed. The total is 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 5, 10, 14. Total is 14. So 14 upon 2 into 30,000. 15 into 14 is 210. 210,000. It's always advisable to write the correct units. And the last question is 22 men can do a piece of work in 25 days. Quantify the work. 22 into 25. So if I multiply 22 with 25, it will turn out to be 550. 550. How long will it take 5 men to do half the work? For half the work, 550 divided by 2, that is 275. So how long will it take 5 men to do half the work? X is 275 divided by 5. 5 is 25. 5 is 25. So it will take 55 and 55 days to complete the work. I hope this is clear, everyone. And this was the solution to the test. All the best for your results. I will see you all, inshallah.